Today is May 8th, 2022, and I am planting my plants for the season. So I went to the store today. I figured it was probably warm enough to start planting them because it's the middle of May, and the last frost date for my area is May 15th, and we have the forecast through the end of that, I think through the 17th, and it's supposed to be in the 90s. So I figured we're probably safe from frost if it's going to be in the 90s. So I'll take you over there and show you my plants. So today while I was at the local greenhouse, I picked out the varieties of tomatoes that I will be using this year. They are purple Cherokee purple. They're a really great tomato. They are purple and they get really big. The only problem is that they tend to split, but they have really good flavor. It won't focus. The next kind that I got was Mountain Magic. I've never used them before, but they looked good and they were pretty small. They said that they were 2 ounces. The fruits were 2 ounces. And they look like they'll be a good small tomato. I also got the Sun Sugar. They're tiny yellow cherry tomatoes. I don't know if I've grown this variety before, but I love yellow cherry tomatoes. I also got the paste tomato, or fresh salsa tomato. It's a paste tomato. It's a hybrid, but I did really well with it last year. It's by Burpee. They were a good shape, and the tomatoes, they really, they didn't have much juice, but they had a lot of flavor. So they were very good for slicing and putting in like salads and other things where you would want tomatoes, but you wouldn't want them necessarily to be like running all over everywhere with their juice. And finally we have Oxheart tomato. I have not grown these before. They're supposed to be large and good. They're an heirloom. They produce heart-shaped meaty pink fruit with a few seeds. I've read about them. I don't know how well they do. We're gonna try it. The only varieties that I know that I've grown before are the Cherokee purple and the salsa tomatoes. They're really good, and so I grew them again this year. I got 2 of the Cherokee purple because they're great for cutting up and making into like, my family usually makes them into pasta sauce, and when you throw in a bunch of garden-grown tomatoes, they just taste really good. So I grew 2 of these this year. As you can see, I've already dug the hole for the Cherokee purple tomato, so I'm going to go ahead and plant that. I'm going to carefully take it out of its pot, and I'm going to put it down in here. You see how it's like halfway in the ground? That's how tomatoes should be when you plant them. They should, their roots can like grow bigger if their stem's part of the way underground, and you want a good strong root system in order to get good fruit. So I'll put it in like that, and then I'll do the same with the rest of the tomatoes, and then we will move on. All the tomatoes have now been planted. Woo-hoo! We're going to come back and water them in a couple minutes. In addition to being at the local greenhouse today, I was also at a grocery store. I know, the best place to buy plants, and I came across zucchini. I'd been looking for zucchini. I couldn't find it at the greenhouse or at a hardware store. They had sold out. So I got zucchini from a grocery store. This is a new place that I'm planting zucchini. I don't know if it'll do well in a raised bed because I haven't planted it in a raised bed before. It's always been in the ground directly. So we're gonna see. Yeah, we're gonna see. So both plants are zucchini, Black Beauty, vegetable, backyard classics. Yeah. And by the magic of camera, they're planted. Again, we'll come back and water them at the end. The zucchini are right next to the onions that I planted yesterday. The bulbs, they haven't come up yet because obviously I just planted them yesterday. And that's across from 4 varieties of lettuce, and next to 6 tomato plants. In this spot at the front of the garden, in front of the lettuce, I'm going to plant my peppers. So first of all, I got just an orange bell pepper, because who doesn't like bell peppers? I mean, a lot of people don't like bell peppers, but everybody in my family likes orange bell peppers, so we went with that variety. I also got, the gypsy pepper. They are a pepper, they're a sweet pepper. They produce heavy yields of orange red wedge-shaped fruit. Try serving them grilled, roasted, stir-fry, or stuffed. Best in fertile, well-drained soil kept evenly moist. Alright. Then I also got the giant Marconi pepper. It's supposed to be another sweet pepper, but it's smoky flavored. And that'll be a good addition for our pasta sauce that we make with the tomatoes, because we use a lot of vegetables from the garden in that sauce. And then finally, I found this one and I thought it was hysterical. It's called the Tricked You pepper. It's a jalapeno pepper, but it's not spicy. It's like a hybrid. Remarkable jalapeno pepper with all the flavor and absolutely no heat. Great for adding a mild flavor to homemade salsa or chili. So I'm excited for this one because I've wanted to make fresh salsa, but people in my family are sensitive to spicy. I am too. I don't love spicy food. So I thought, hey, that's a good way to add the flavor of a jalapeno without the heat of a jalapeno. And behold, they're in the ground. Yep, so I planted the, this is the Tricked You pepper. That is the that's the giant Marconi pepper. That's the gypsy pepper. And then that's the orange bell pepper. Now it's time to give the whole garden a water, including the onions that I planted yesterday. And there's some sugar snap peas along the back trellis thing. They just haven't quite all grown yet. Alright, everything has been watered. Beautiful. My plants, they can begin to prosper. So where I get the water from is I actually have this rain barrel that is connected to the back of the shed. It has a gutter that goes into it, and then it collects the rainwater. So behind the shed, we got blueberries, 2 blueberry bushes, and then 2 blueberry bushes. They're not large at all. They just kind of are there. We bought the little ones in the package, I think from Home Depot, and they're supposed to grow, and they're still twigs with roots. Then we have rhubarb and rhubarb. This one's very large. I haven't had rhubarb for a whole season yet, but it looks like this is a flower. It's either that or an alien egg coming up. And I'm gonna hope that it's the first. And we also have this little garden patch back here. I also have this trellis that goes into the ground. It's like 6 feet tall. We're gonna mount that into the ground soon, and we're gonna plant cucumbers around it, and it's gonna grow up the trellis. And then a watermelon plant's gonna go like here, and it's gonna crawl along the fence line. And I think that's it for the garden. Yep. All right. Bye.